Okay, I want to show you a really good hip strengthener and stability work that you can do in standing. It's pretty simple. It's really, really functional and really good for you. I'm going to use a piece of TheraBand that I've just tied in a knot. This is about like elbow width apart if I pull it. This is the lightest one, so you don't want a ton of resistance, but it's kind of nice to have a little something to press into. You also don't have to use anything, but if you have something like this, fantastic. So I'm going to do one set facing you so you can see it front ways. So you're just going to place this TheraBand around your ankles. All right, so you're going to come into standing. We're going to stand into this right leg. So when you stand onto that right hip, don't let your hip jut out to the side, right? So you really try to keep that hip pulled up underneath you. Pull this femur, your leg bone, in towards the midline of your body. So really stay strong in this standing leg. Then you're going to take that left leg and go out in front of you. So I'm just pulling into that band, just enough to kind of feel the front of my hip activate. Belly's engaged. And then slow and controlled, we're going to work our way out and around. So I'm now feeling side of my hip really working. Again, keeping that right one tucked up underneath you. Kind of back glute med area. And then all the way back to getting my glute firing, really firing that butt muscle. Belly's engaged, nice and tall. Stay out of your neck and shoulders. And then you're going to slowly work your way back around. Outer hip, tons of work for the standing leg and the other one. And then I like to come into a little bit of a 90-degree leg raise here, belly, and then come back down. So now we're going to stand onto your left leg, right? So again, not letting that hip jut out to the side. So really keep that left leg pulled up underneath you, that hip. You're going to straighten out your right. Pulling just a little bit into that TheraBand, right? Activating the front of that hip. Slowly out and around. If your balance is questionable, put something next to you. Maybe stand next to a wall, maybe you stand by a chair to hold on to. So now outer hip, right? And then back behind you, really, really squeezing that back glute. So I'm leaned forward, I guess just a little bit, right? So I'm trying to keep this nice straight line through my middle. And then slowly out and around. It's a ton of work. And then you come back to the beginning, and then you lift. This is so good for the stability of your hips, the strength of your hips. It's so functional. This will really help you if you're a runner. A lot of strength and stability and standing in your hips. So give that a try. Maybe 2 sets each side, 2 to 3, see how you go.